Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, the TV show. I'm Cait Lubelczyk, the Vice President of Marketing and Communications for the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. We would like to thank our sponsor, Bank Hometown, and our two previous guests, Joe Malinsky from St. Gobain and Alex Ziccara from St. John's. Thank you both for being here. And now we have a special guest, brand new to Worcester, so we'd like to give her a warm Worcester welcome to Jennifer Gaul. She's the new Executive Director of JOMP, the Joy of Music program, and she just started a couple months ago. They're brand new chamber members, so we said we need to get her on the Chamber Exchange to introduce herself. So Jennifer, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
And welcome to Worcester.
I'm loving Worcester.
You are. Good. Everyone loves Worcester.
Yeah,
Or
Worcester's
should
great.
love Worcester.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, brand new to the area. Tell us a bit about yourself before we talk about JOMP.
Oh gosh, well, I'm born and bred New England, so Rhode Island, but I went for my master's in Texas, so then I made my way to Texas, and then Philadelphia, and then New York City for 12 years, and then Wellesley, Massachusetts, and then China for 5 years.
China for 5 years.
And now Worcester.
And what did you do in all those places? Were there always music programs?
Yeah, so I did my master's in Texas was in piano, and my husband was a jazz musician, so we ended up making our way to Philadelphia, where I started my career in arts administration. So I was with, first interned with the Philadelphia Orchestra, then worked for Pennsylvania Ballet, then an organization called Chorus America, and then we made our way to New York City. And I was involved with the Center for Arts Education, which was a public-private partnership to put the arts back into the New York City public school system. And then eventually a music school called Turtle Bay Music School, and I was the executive director there. And my husband passed away from lymphoma, and after he died, I ended up moving to Wellesley and then China, where I was setting up performing arts programs for bilingual and international schools.
Wow, wow. So you've had an incredible journey that led you back to New England.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful.
Yeah, full circle.
So Wendy and Richard Artizzoni founded JOMP in 1981.
Well, in 86 and 1989, they became a full nonprofit.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, and now you are the executive director. Tell us about JOMP. That's the Joy of, for the viewers, it's the Joy of Music program located down on Gorham Street in
Yeah,
Worcester.
exactly.
So tell us about JOMP, what you're excited to bring to JOMP, what you've seen so far in the last 2 months. Tell us everything.
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. So interestingly, so Joy of Music program was started by Wendy, and originally started as a music and movement program for little ones. And she is a wonderful spirit and really all about music. And in 1989, they became a nonprofit because they had so much call for music, also instrumental lessons. And one of the things that has always been key to JOMP is financial aid. They really want everybody to have full access to music with no determining factors, especially financial. So from there, they just built this thriving organization. They started, they were sharing space in a church, and then eventually they purchased the property that is on Gorham Street, which was a former nursing home. And it's amazing because it's fully accessible, and they've done this incredible job of creating a beautiful concert hall. The Shapiro Concert Hall within it has 22 music studios, over 40 faculty drawn from Worcester. Worcester's got amazing talent. And I would say about, well, obviously with the pandemic, numbers have changed, but around 400 students. But then also importantly to the private lessons is orchestra. They have orchestra, they have chamber music, they have jazz, a really wide variety, drumming, a world drumming program, as well as the music and movement has continued. So it's a really vibrant place, a really incredibly welcoming atmosphere. And so Wendy and Rich are now at the point that they would like to start to step away a little bit. It's been a founder-run organization, and they're being incredibly thoughtful about transitioning. And so I had seen the job advertised when I was in Shanghai, and I knew that I wanted to come back, and I interviewed with many, many places. And JOMP was the one that just really stuck out to me it had they were incredibly transparent. They were incredibly passionate about the mission, specifically really making sure that everybody had access to music, which is something that I believe in. And they included everybody in the process of hiring me. So I met faculty, I met the staff, I met the board. And so it's been amazing coming into such a healthy organization and such an inclusive organization.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I heard that it was a unanimous decision to hire you as the
Well, so I've heard.
director, which is huge. I mean, Worcester's a tough city to crack into. So, you know, for you to come into an organization that has such a history, and make such an impact right away on everyone, that's really great.
It's, and very humbling, very intimidating, and but people have been incredibly welcoming to me.
Yeah,
so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's say you're an adult or a parent of a child who you want to sign up for music lessons there. You know, there are a bunch of music stores or businesses throughout the city and like a little bit beyond. So what do you think, what sets JOMP apart?
I think JOMP is really set apart by how wide and deep their programming is. So they stretch to, we have people from Worcester, but then also from the greater Worcester area. Again, as I said, because of the financial aid program, we have so many different families, not just families, but adults. There's, I want to say there's, I hope I don't misspeak, around 80 adults in the program. And then it's so, as far as the community part and then connecting them with the faculty who are really amazing musicians, but also amazing educators because they're passionate about what they do. And then I think also one of the huge benefits is the ability to work in ensembles, because that's something that takes music to a very different place. It's a social experience, but also you have your own part. It's collaborative, it's communication, it's all of these amazing things that I think also the pandemic really put at risk for everybody. So I think that, and one of the great things about music is there's space for everybody, I think. But I think with the vision of JOMP, the idea that anybody who walks in our doors will feel that they are a welcome part of that music community and that they're going to be able to take their music to the place that they want to take it personally. So, people can come in with a lot of different goals, everything from, I just want to reconnect with music to the little ones who are taking their first steps in that journey. And everybody is really given that opportunity to really develop. But then they also have, a lot of alumni that have gone on in music in a lot of different ways. And I think that's a really important thing as well, because they're not in a conservatory head. They're not, they're not trying to be exclusive and say we're going to audition people and only certain people can come in. Everybody comes in, and I think because of that, you end up, people find their voice, their musical voice, and then they find that that's something they want to continue. And the board is very reflective of that. They have a lot of alumni on the board. There's a lawyer who, on his picture on his law site is him with his cello because he's a JOMP alumni. So I think that is remarkable.
Yeah, it sounds like an incredible program, and the alums are the ones who show really what the program can do for people. I know Colin Johnson is a faculty member. He's a good friend of mine, and I was looking at the site, and you have a lot of really prominent musicians from the area in their teaching, and I think that's incredible. So before we end, if you want to sign up for classes there, you can just go to the website. Okay.
Yeah, and also call, because we are literally there from 9 in the morning till 9 at night. You will always talk to a person.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, and I think that's important, because I think music, taking those steps in music, it's intimidating for a lot of people. So you will always talk to somebody, and you will get a lot of feedback about how to how to enter
Right,
and
and
how
where
to
to start.
feel good about it.
Thank you so much again for joining us, and welcome to Worcester. Please take
Thank you.
advantage of all the chamber offerings. Come to our business after hours events. I really want you to get out there and meet everyone that Worcester has to offer, because you're going to do such great things at JOMP, and they're very lucky to have you. So thank you so much, and thank you for joining us today on Chamber Exchange, the TV show. Thank you to our sponsor, Bank Hometown, and we will see you next week.